They fined my father $500 for feeding stray cats, burned his shelters. Now their president has 240 hours community service. I'm Daniel Hayes, 36, attorney from Portland, and my father lived on 15 acres just outside the Crestview Meadows HOA boundary in rural Washington. He wasn't a member, but his property bordered theirs, and for 12 years he'd run a TNR program, trap, neuter, return, for the feral cat colony between his land and their development. He fed 23 cats every evening and built 8 insulated winter shelters with heating pads. Last November, their president, Preston Cole, sent Dad a certified letter demanding he cease harboring vermin that diminish adjacent property values. Dad ignored it because Cole had zero jurisdiction over his private land. 2 weeks later, a $500 fine arrived citing some imaginary county ordinance. Dad ignored that too. On January 14th at 3 a.m., Dad's security cameras caught 2 HOA board members walking onto his property with gasoline and matches. They burned all 8 cat shelters to the ground, laughing on audio saying, "That'll teach the old man." 3 cats suffered smoke inhalation, and 1 elderly tabby Dad had cared for since 2019 died from stress 2 days later. I drove up that morning, reviewed the footage, and called the county sheriff. I also called local news and the state animal cruelty hotline because Washington has strict anti-cruelty statutes covering destruction of animal shelters and endangerment of TNR colonies. The sheriff arrested both board members for arson, trespassing, and animal cruelty within 36 hours. The footage was irrefutable. Faces clear, voices recorded, gasoline visible. Preston Cole wasn't on camera, but subpoenaed texts showed he'd authorized the removal operation and promised to reimburse them. By day 5, local news ran HOA leaders burn cat shelters, face criminal charges. Over 1,200 comments exploded online. 3 animal rescue organizations offered to rebuild Dad's shelters, and the state attorney general got involved because this violated Washington's Animal Welfare Act. Preston Cole took a plea deal in March. 240 hours community service at the county animal shelter, $8,500 restitution for shelters and vet bills, public apology in the HOA newsletter and local paper, and permanent restraining order from Dad's property. The 2 who lit the fires each got 180 hours and resigned. The new HOA board sent Dad a letter in April acknowledging his TNR program benefits the area, and they donated $3,000 to his program. Dad rebuilt all 8 shelters by May, added 4 more, and the colony is thriving. Preston Cole finished his service last month, scooping litter boxes, and word is he hates cats even more now. Ever dealt with an HOA that thought they owned land they didn't? Tell me your story below.